Yes, folks, it's another worthless computer video of this thing. Here's what I paid for it. Actually, I probably paid less because I'm pretty sure that color tag was on sale that day. No hard drive, 4 spare parts as is, which is why it's so cheap. They had a Dimension E521, I think it was. I think it was either an E520 or an E521. I don't have much use for either of those. I have an E521 already. But it was complete and presumably functional. I didn't test it because they don't really have anywhere to test things in this store. And they wanted $60 for it. Absolutely not. You know, it's the kind of thing that you can get for free. In fact, this stuff isn't even really worth messing with anymore because I could, if I really wanted to, replace every computer in this garage with a Haswell-based system from work at least 2 times over for free. Not that I'd ever do that. I mean, I value my vintage computers, but it just goes to show you that this stuff just really is not worth... It's not worth it to me, and I don't know why I picked this up other than maybe the video card in the back and the fact that it had a power supply with the video card, the sound card in the back that the camera will not focus on. Ooh. Don't scrape the case up. Yeah. I don't know if that's a sound card or if that's just an extension of the onboard sound. There's no screws in the case. It's one of those really weird Antec case designs. They were fairly fond of this for at least a little while. This is a pretty nice Sony DVD RW. Manufactured 720S. I don't know what that means, but it does say right there, October 2006. So that gives us a rough time frame for this. So it could be a Core 2 Duo. There certainly were Core 2 Duos out at that time. This case is kind of a little messed up, but whatever. I'm going to be pulling it off anyway. It's got this dumb baffle on it. I hate those things. The space up here at the top, and I kind of explored this in my P5LMX video. The space up here for at the top, would be for cable management for a much beefier power supply than what's in here. If you had one that had a whole bunch of extra wiring, it would go up there. Pretty neat design. Actually, this can't be a Core 2 Duo at all. This is an AMD system. Look at this cheap, crappy Antec power supply. Would have been original to the case. I don't know what the rating is. Max load, 276 watts. 300 watt maybe? Well, probably closer to 330. Or sorry, 350. Yeah. I bet that says BE350 or something. Don't know if it works. Given that said 4 parts, I kind of doubt it. So the likelihood is that the system doesn't actually function, and that's why it was sold through parts. But the case is probably pretty good, and that sound card, which is exactly what that is, probably works just fine as well. What is that? Trade name, Creative Labs. Model number SB0570, so Sound Blaster Live of some description. This motherboard actually has 4 SATA ports on it. It looks like an A8V-VM. Another one of these micro ATX boards that they've shoved into a full ATX case. Well, a mid-tower, but it would take a full-size ATX motherboard. It's got some RAM. No idea if it's any good. I have no idea what socket type that is, but it's new enough that it's at least 939. It's not socket 462 or anything like that. So, does fan in the back work? Well, kind of. Not really. I'm sure that once that starts spinning, it's going to grind like it was making coffee. And no floppy drive. I'm kind of surprised to see that. And it looks like they actually unplugged the IDE ribbon from the main board. At least they left me the IDE ribbon. It was nice of them. It's new enough to be PCI Express. It's got a VIA chipset. capacitors look okay, at least the ones that I can see. So you know what? I'm just going to take it over there and fire it up. I'm not expecting miracles, though. Okay, got it plugged in now. Let's see if it does anything useful, or if it proceeds straight to the scene of the crash, or the fire, or both, if we're really lucky. Shouldn't say that. I'm overdue for having a power supply blow up in my face. Something just went bang. I don't know what it was. Probably a bat getting ready to swoop down and scare the crap out of me. Here goes nothing. I hear a whining noise, and I have a green standby LED. Heard 3 clicks from the speaker. Holy crap, it works. I didn't turn the monitor on. Huh. That's impressive, actually. It actually works. Wow. I did not expect that. So, what do we got? A dead clock battery is the first thing we've got. Sony drive is plugged into the master. I don't suppose this supports USB booting. System information. Athlon 64 3800 plus with 1 gigabyte of memory. Geez, I remember when that was a lot. Not anymore. Jumper free. Overclock. We could overclock the crap out of this if we really probably wanted to, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Some chipset configurations. Onboard devices. Pretty standard stuff. It's defaults to ECP for the parallel port, which is fine. Advanced power management, hardware monitor. Whatever voltages and temperatures look like. Well, not too bad. Everything actually looks like it's pretty close to rated. It's kind of amazing to see that. So, probably worth throwing a hard drive in. I don't know why it clicks so much. A8V VM. Ooh, we got the screen cut off there. Nothing in the optical drive. And of course, everything's half off the screen. How do we get the auto adjust on this? That's brightness. That's the button. Yeah, there we go. Well, I think it's probably worth throwing a hard drive on this. So, let me go find. I got a pile of 80 gigabyte drives sitting right there. I think I'll go in and I'll try one of those. Okay, there's one drive plugged in. I think that's actually out of that Pentium 4 thing that turned into a sleeper build because the P4 board died. See if it works. I'm amazed at how quiet that drive is. Almost certainly won't boot. But I'm curious what's on it. Huh, sent to us. Or is this the drive that's... Oh, this might be the drive that's out of the, that was out of that Pentium 4 server with the Antec case. And then that's the drive that's out of the, out of that, sleeper build. Yeah, I think this is the server drive, so this isn't going to do much of interest. So, see if it goes any further, or if that's where it stops. Then I might try the other drive. I don't know, this is probably going to get It's probably not good enough for a SATA hard drive. I might actually change this board out too. I might, it's awfully tempting to put that A8N5X board in here. It'd probably fit a little bit better. I don't know if I've got enough standoffs to do that though. I don't think I do. Yeah, this was out of one of those servers, so I'm gonna just go ahead and turn this off. Where's the switch? Shutting down. Oh, to focus. Let me go ahead and put the other drive in here. Okay, take two. That drive is screamer. Yikes. I forgot how much I hated that sound. Let's see if it does anything. Oh. Holy crap. This is even older. Red Hat Linux. I don't know what version this is. ext3. Red Hat. Press I for interactive. Startup. File system check. Checking for new hardware. I don't really care. Copyright 2003 Red Hat. Wow. I was expecting to find like Windows XP or something. I wasn't expecting to find Linux. I don't really care. So. Man, that drive sounds like crap. Apparently it had like 3 network interfaces in it at one point. I don't know. I don't remember that having 3 network interfaces. Red Hat 9. Alright, so I wonder if I know what the password on this is. Okay, I can't figure it out. Don't really care that much. So, there you go. Let's look at this system. Look at how dirty that is up there. See if it'll focus on it. Come on, camera, you can do it. I don't know what it is about these Sony camcorders and not focusing. It's just really strange. Huh. Well, whatever. This fan actually seems to work. I'm quite amazed to see that. Full speed there. There's the low speed. Maybe it's not spinning as fast as it should, but it's not too bad. Moves a decent amount of air. So I don't know if this will stay like this. It's going to get the other hard drive because that noise is so irritating. Maybe I'll leave that fan turned down, but I don't know what this is going to end up with. I'll probably change the board to the A8N5X. Put this in something else. It works though, so I'm certainly not going to throw it out. I can probably recoup my cost in that if I decide to sell it, but I don't know if I'm going to sell it or not. Really, I've got so many boards laying around that I don't need any more of them. I gotta start using some of them in cases. And it's not like I don't have 1,000 cases sitting around that I can use them in, but as far as this is concerned, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Wow, that turned off pretty quickly. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below.